today we are gonna be going on a solo date, and honestly I'm not quite sure what exactly we're gonna do. I know I want to go to the coffee shop and read because that's something I do genuinely enjoy, but we'll see what else the day brings us. I've been in quite a mood this week and almost like an emotional turbulence, honestly, for me. As you guys know, I have dealt with severe depression in the past, and the way I used to, at least, take on that depression was honestly not talk about it and not deal with it. But currently I am in therapy. I actually just finished therapy. I say finished because therapy is always going to be there as an option. And yeah, I'm just very fortunate that I can afford therapy and have access to therapy. But yeah, I am of course gonna go back to whenever something comes up, I suppose. But also the therapy sessions that I had, they were great. But honestly, I think we only hit the surface, and I'm pretty sure it's because I came into this therapy session, I was clear about how I chose to work through my therapy, and when I finally chose to deal with it, how I was just becoming more informed about the importance of vulnerability and such. And my therapist was like, wow, you've done a lot of work. And so the therapy sessions were really good, but I only feel like they hit the surface. So I did work through lots of things with her, which was of course pretty good. But I think next time I do go to therapy, I'm probably gonna do more research on the therapist that I go to, just to make sure that this time it's more than just hitting the surface, especially when it comes to my trauma. So I bring that up because this week I've just been feeling all sorts of lonely, and I don't know, I've just been feeling like extremely down. I have like my increments of feeling down. I will say the week was good as far as like physically being involved with everything that's going on with me. But as far as like mentally being, you know, constant or stable, honestly, I'm not mentally stable, so can't really speak for that. But I try my best to get by and to face my trauma, my emotional turbulences whenever they come about. But yeah, I just think it's really important to spend time with yourself and to do things that you genuinely enjoy doing, whether it's you've had a bad week or whether it's you've had a great week. This week happened to be a bad week for me emotionally, and so I just want to get back to the state where I appreciate myself and appreciate being with myself. As you guys know, I do live alone, so it's not like I have much choice. So I guess going through this is just to make it more bearable, you know. I have always been someone who was like, I don't need anyone. I've been through things on my own since I was a little person, and I still go through things on my own. But I think my situation currently and having so many supportive people in my life and me just feeling lonely because I know those supportive people are there. It's just they're not there when I go through these things, which is obvious. And I'm very fortunate to have many supportive individuals in my life. But overall, I think it's really important to spend time with yourself and to get vulnerable with yourself, essentially, and do those things that you enjoy doing on your own. Really quick, I did want to share with you guys an Instagram post of mine. If you guys don't know or don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is a mix of fitness videos, fitness progress pictures, vulnerable posts, such like that, like literally everything. And yeah, I like it like that. I love showing how I'm such a multifaceted woman. But I wanted to share this Instagram post with you guys that will be going up most likely sometime this week. So like the picture, like the picture. But yeah, this is like genuinely how I felt this week, and I just wrote this out, and It's a very vulnerable post for me, honestly. Well, lots of my posts on Instagram are vulnerable. Going from someone who never used to be vulnerable, who used to hate vulnerability, who used to just get the ick every time someone would hug her or, yeah, whatever. But I'm gonna read this post to you guys. It's gonna go up on Instagram later this week. Found myself saying everyone deserves a better version of me this week when I was going through a moment of emotional turbulence. What does that even look like? A better friend, a better daughter, a better sister. Maybe if I was better at all of these things, people would be more involved as much as I am involved in our relationship. Maybe they would call. I wouldn't have to be the one always picking up the phone to connect. As vulnerable as this is with those very thoughts that I have, sometimes I associate it with not being enough. I embody such a pure and perfect person. I've always had this strong aura about me, and even while embracing vulnerability, I still carry that same aura. Strong people deserve support. Strong people that embrace vulnerability need support. As unfortunate as it is, I've been seeing way too many of our strong associates, friends, family members' lives taken by suicide. We struggle. I will say opening up and being vulnerable helps, but that does not negate the longing for support. We are human. Check on your friends, sisters, family members, associates that you see constantly reaching out to you, and suddenly they stop and project the image of living their best life. Because you never know. We all deserve connection. Whether we have an adverse background that labels us as strong, or whether we have a sheltered one that labels us as protected, we all need support. Literally almost left without putting deodorant on, and that would have been tragic because it just would have been, you know? And I do wear natural deodorant, and when I first started wearing it, I've been wearing it for like a couple months now, but when I first started wearing it, I didn't do the best at picking the right one that doesn't wear off so fast. So then I found that it would wear off, and then I'd start to sweat, and then I'd get like this musty smell, just to be honest with you guys. And I pride myself on smelling good. So that was obviously an issue that I was going through, a little small period, but I apologize if you knew me then. We're better. I still wear natural deodorant. I do reapply, and I have went through the process of eliminating the ones that don't work so well for me, at least. And I found one, and I do enjoy natural deodorants. And yeah, right now we're currently gonna go to the coffee shop and read. Yeah. Really relaxing time. I read some of my leadership book, which was the Illogical book that I told you guys about in one of my last vlogs. And then, yeah, that one's just like my leadership book, and I read a chapter out of that. And then I also read like 2 chapters out of this other book that was suggested to me by one of my friends, and it's really good, super good. I've been enjoying it quite a lot. Now I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do next. We are currently in a parking lot, and I'm familiar with this area because my parents used to live over here, but I haven't been in this parking lot with all of these little sweets businesses. So we're gonna go exploring together and see what I find that I enjoy doing. And yeah, like I said, I'm not sure what we're gonna get into today besides reading. I know for sure that I wanted to read, and so I enjoy reading, and so that's what I did. But I also like ice cream, so I'm gonna go looking for ice cream, and it's gonna be the best time ever, okay? I went to a comic book store, as you guys saw. It was super cool. I'm not a comic book person, but it was all super cool to look at. They had like super old editions of things, and yeah, it was super fun. And then I went to a coffee shop in this business suite type area, and it's called Small Town Coffee House, which honestly I really enjoyed being there so much that I think I'm gonna start going there whenever I want to read or get some work done instead of Lola's Coffee Shop. Lola's Coffee Shop is still a nice coffee shop, but they're like right off of the road, like they're right there, you know, so they're super busy, and all of the med students at the med school go there to do their stuff, and it's always loud, but I still love them. But yeah, I'm switching over to this Small Town Coffee House because I absolutely love it, and I love the environment, and I also love the things that they had. So I did get a strawberry lime house brewed kombucha, which you guys know I love kombucha, so that was definitely, that's what sold me ultimately. But they also had a super yummy blueberry vegan scone, which I enjoyed, and then they also had a fruity pebble vegan scone, which looks super yummy also. And then they also have these plants-based energy drinks that are house made, which I thought was super cool. I'm definitely gonna give it a try. There used to be organic energy drinks that was house made sold at AJ's, but I guess those are discontinued. So I'm just super excited about this spot, and if I didn't have coffee already, I would definitely get the kombucha. Well, I have the kombucha, but I would get the house made plant-based, what is it, energy drink, because they look super yummy. And then they also have like these crazy flavors, which I think is awesome. Anyway, dates do not have to be anything extravagant necessarily. The whole purpose is to enjoy the other person's company and their pure existence. In this case, I am enjoying my own company. I did grab some flowers from Trader Joe's. I am gonna make a flower arrangement for myself. So, excuse me, I do not know the name of flowers, but I do know what roses are. So I got white roses, and then I also got, I believe these are yellow roses. They're really small, petite roses. I don't know the technical name for flowers, but I do think they are gonna make a really cute arrangement. The flower arrangement turned out really good, as you can see, and I'm super proud of it. And honestly, after today, I feel really good, and I am ready to take on the new week that's coming up. This week was just emotionally draining. Feelings of loneliness came up, as I said at the very beginning of this video, and I choose to embrace feelings of loneliness instead of running away from them. You know, oftentimes, I used to be this person, but oftentimes we surround ourselves with supportive people who don't really mean much to us, like either or, you know, just to keep our mind occupied of dealing with the things that we need to deal with. And this week really highlighted feelings of loneliness for me. So then I just made it a point to take that time to embrace that feeling in itself, to like go into the dark tunnel instead of running away from it necessarily. But yeah, honestly, whether you've had a good week or a bad week, you should be spending time with yourself. You know, we don't always have time for that necessarily because we're all human, you know, we're all busy. So at least once a month, I try to do it, at least for myself, whether that means going out and about and exploring, trying new things, sitting in a coffee shop, you know, reading a book, which is what I enjoy doing, or whether it's staying inside and binging Netflix sometimes. Like, you shouldn't punish yourself for binging Netflix. You know, we live in a society that says work, 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 work. It's where you want to get to. But at the end of the day, you do have to take care of yourself mentally, because if you're constantly working and exhausting yourself in that way, how can you be sure that you are applying your true self to the work that you're doing, which is ultimately what we would want to be doing ideally when we are working and making money. Like, we want to be invested into it, not only physically, but mentally. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog as much as I enjoyed taking you all along this solo date with me. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and yeah.